Welcome to video 8 in the Professional Service Firm online video series. In this video we're going to look at just how should business owners make best use of the social media. This will be the first in a series of videos that will explore different aspects of using the social media. Charles Darwin said that it is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones most responsive to change. That is particularly relevant to our consideration here and the use of the social media and online video. What we face today is a social media explosion unheralded in the past. Twitter grew by 600% in 2009, Facebook 210% and LinkedIn by 85%. These are extraordinary levels of growth, and Technorati they say that over 900,000 blog posts are being created every 24 hours. Clearly the social media is the future. It's not a fad. It's where people are going to get information. They are using it big time. So your critical question in the strategic marketing and business development context is just how do we integrate online video and the social media into our strategic plans over the coming 3 years? And it's that sort of time frame you really should be thinking of. Why does using the social media and online video make sense? Well, the social media is content and relationship focused. This is where professional service marketing should be at. This is where you should be focused, at the content and relationship levels. Social media is also about context. This suits professional service marketers particularly well because you have a clear target client and niche focus. It's also about making connections and feeding off those connections to make further connections. This is exactly what professional service marketers need to be doing on a consistent basis because of the nature of the work you do, much of it being one-off. The social media also builds community, and to be seen to be part of a community should be the goal of every single professional service firm. And the social media provides such a wealth of tools these days to help you to generate new business. It really can't be ignored. Now you have to have a fully integrated plan. That's central to all that we're talking about. And it needs thinking through. And you have to start by saying, what do we want to achieve? And what I've got in this list here is some of the things that you might think about as being where you want to be at once your plans are in place and you're starting to make progress. I mean, do you want to be seen as the most trusted source of information, or the go-to must-use firm, or the thought leader in your community? Or do you want to build a network of people more than happy to refer your services? Do you want to network more widely or in a really focused way? Do you want your content to be out to as many qualified prospects as possible? Do you want to profile and sell your services? Do you want to expand the number of people who know about the firm, its character, its competence? Or do you want to understand what's being said about you in the marketplace? Or do you want to reach more qualified prospects of the right quality in the ways they're choosing to communicate? This list could go on and on. But these are the sort of factors you should be considering in terms of what you want to achieve at the end of the day. The social media provides an exceptional tool to enable you to achieve these objectives. It's especially strong in providing the basis for profiling the firm and its leaders and for generating leads. You can then use it to nurture those leads and of course nurture the relationship with existing clients. And if you're doing things well, you can actually create the right environment where you actually, having introduced leads into your communication channel, you can then convert them into buying clients without having to sell in the traditional sense of the word. Social media can be used to suit exactly what you want to achieve, but it has to be handled carefully and it has to be undertaken in an orderly way. Most importantly, you must see the social media as being something that must be respected, not only from the perspective of the person you're going to be communicating with, but also in terms of the social media tools themselves. If you try and make pitches or you shout "buy me," then you'll fail. The primary focus of using the social media must be to create conversations and to add value. By being open, honest and transparent, you'll be far more likely to succeed. Fail to be open, honest and transparent, and you most certainly won't succeed. You have to be strategic. You have to be selective. Most social media options, let's call them, will not give you a good return on your investment. Focus on quality. This beats quantity hands down. Go for those things that you know are working and do things really, really well. One of the things that's really advantageous about the social media is that you can use your material in many different formats to gain exposure. But most importantly, from your point of view, having done something once, you can use it in different situations. For example, you can create a video and then post the audio of that video as a podcast and the content as an article. You can pull a series of related blogs together and do postings on your LinkedIn site and your Facebook sites. This multifaceted capacity of the social media really is very powerful. But the focus should solely be on building relationships by providing quality information that folk really appreciate, avoiding any direct selling, because people involved with the social media hate this. And most importantly, when using the social media, don't start using it until you understand what makes each of the tools work, tick, click, whatever. You need to feel that what you want to achieve and what the tool provides are in accord. You then plan accordingly. You really need to be using the social media to drive visitors to your blog or to your website. A powerful aspect of the social media is exactly that. It is a very effective tool to drive people to where they can find more information relating to what you've flagged up using one of the social media tools. Look at any Google search result using any appropriate keywords that you might choose to put in, and in the top 10 results you'll usually find a number of social media sites and online videos that Google has found and positioned ahead of even the best optimized websites, all with a ton of backlinks. This is really, really important and powerful. You have to take the focus away from your website, important as it is, as the foundation. It's your main sales tool when people ultimately decide they want to be using you. But this is not where the marketing tactical focus should lie. Using the social media and video will mean that you can often dominate 3, 4, 5 of the top placements for any given keyword if you get the focus right. This is what we as a company focus on when we're working with our clients. Google loves blogs, videos, podcasts, because of their clarity of focus and ever-changing content. This means they tend to dominate most question-related searches, and most people, most of the time, are not coming to look at websites. They're coming into the online market arena to find answers to questions that they want to pose relating to the problems they face. Not to use a blog or to take advantage of videos and podcastings is to make a monumental marketing error in the new media marketplace. Now, In this video we're going to focus for a minute on forums, and then in subsequent videos we'll be looking at other areas of the social media. But just as a starter, we'll have a look at forums, because these are really powerful. Nearly every market or interest group has an online forum, and they're a great place for people to get a feel for what's going on in a professional area. If you're aiming to become the go-to person or the must-use firm, then forums are a good place to start building your practice leadership profile, your personal leadership profile. So it's really important you search for forums in the search engines, in your marketplace, in your niche, and use appropriate keywords to do this, with the word forum added to the search. You'll usually find it will throw up forums. Now, whether these are appropriate geographically or for whatever reason matters not. What you need to do is simply go up a level or down a level or to something less specific to really find ones that are appropriate for you and your business focus. When you first start with forums, take the time to look through their rules and their frequently asked question files. That is important. All forums do not work on the same basis. It's especially important because if you decide to start posting, you need to be aware of the best practice and how to do things right from the outset. When first using a forum, the key is simply to become a participant. Forums are never places to try and become commercial. This is the last way to work yourself into a forum community. If you find a forum you like, register, fill out the profile before posting, use real pictures and be truthful. Depending on the forum, you might be able to put an anchor text URL back to your blog or your website in your signature or forum profile. Always use that whenever you can. Accept that you need to make an effort. If you're going to build your profile within a community, people need to see you contributing. Look at the most active threads. This reflects where the majority of the concerns are at any point in time. And these are a powerful guideline, not just for where you should be focusing on that forum, but where you should perhaps be making videos, where you should be making comments on your blog, where you should be putting in fan pages perhaps within your Facebook page, where you should be really focusing your information effort, because you know from the questions people are posing what their concerns are. And always make sure you sign up for RSS feeds on forums that you like. Having forums deliver posts directly into your Google Reader means you spend far less time visiting sites and more time consuming the content. In the next video, we're going to be looking at blogs and how they must be used in the social media planning context to best effect. See you there.